Welcome back to the show, everyone. No decorum.
This is No Decorum. I'm AJ.
I'm Daniel.
And today,
Let's talk about Mitch McConnell.
all right. What did he do in the last couple of days?
Well, he blocked a $2,000 stimulus check payment to very needy Americans. That's one thing he did.
He came out and said yesterday that Americans don't need to hold their breath.
Waiting for those checks?
Yeah, waiting for those checks. He did advise people to, he was worried about their health.
That's very thoughtful of him, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, and he said it because he has no intention of passing that bill.
Yeah, I mean, he has no reason. He has no intentions. He has basically no will to do it. I mean,
yeah, you're right. No incentive.
Yeah.
And why is that? Because time and time again, he screwed even his own constituents over, and he hasn't paid a price. So there's no reason to believe he would ever feel any pressure to do something like that.
Yeah, I mean, he was elected by a pretty good majority. I mean,
yeah. In this last election, what did the Democrats spend on McGrath?
I think McGrath and Hagar put together was about $200 million.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so he's very safe where he is.
Yeah, he's in a good place.
But I mean, it seems as though he believes it's his money. It's coming out of his pocket, and so he's got to, I don't know. I don't know what his motivation is here.
Well, obviously, when you can buck your own president, you feel pretty good about it.
Yeah,
I mean, it
shows you where the real power is.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, he is very powerful. That's for sure, and he's using it very well.
Yeah, no, he always has. Whether it's this or the judges or take your pick, he tends to get his way. Well, he's a heck of a politician. So,
Democrats are not helping him. I mean, are not really.
In fact, they're helping him.
Yeah, they're actually not helping themselves. They're helping him.
So what could they have done to try to move the bill forward, make it more likely to pass?
I mean, they could have. They had a very good opportunity to block defense bill.
Yep.
We know President Trump vetoed it, and it would have. They could have just attached this $2,000 checks to, defense bill. Say, we're not gonna pass it until you vote on this also.
But they did. Why didn't they do that?
I think it's because they themselves don't want to do it.
Nope, they don't want to do it, and you can't block the defense bill. You know what happens?
Well, you're labeled as weak on defense.
Yep.
And which they already are, even though majority of the Democrats voted for the defense bill.
That's right. Yep, and they get to beat you over the head with that, and they will.
I mean, every year it gets passed. For the last 50-some odd years, it gets passed.
It's always increased.
It goes up, and because we don't want to leave our men and women in uniform, less well equipped.
Yeah, sure. I mean, we want to make sure that the Boeing CEOs and
well, actually, those are the men and women they're talking about.
Oh, okay, there we go.
Oh, okay.
Equipped with
Oh, you thought the ones in the uniform?
I mean, I was being idealistic.
The ones in suits.
Yeah, the ones in suits. Yeah, the ones who would never.
The ones in the pantsuits.
Well, yeah, and that's what happens. So that's the kind of like it plays out the same way every single time. Mr. McConnell flexes, Democrats cave, he gets what he wants. Democrats look weak because they are weak. It's not a matter of perception. They are weak as a party. So,
well, they say they have spent a lot of money on this thing, so. Yep. Helping Americans when they really didn't need any help.
You're right. Americans are doing just fine.
Yeah,
right?
I mean,
there's no pandemic, right? There's no joblessness. Everything is just fine. So,
I mean, only the restaurants are closed.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine.
Yeah. All right. So just to get back to the $2,000 stimulus checks that Congress has been talking about.
Let's do.
Why can't we just call it a tax break? Since Republicans love tax breaks so much, instead of calling stimulus, let's call it a tax break. We're giving people tax breaks.
Well, as much as Republicans like that terminology,
Yeah.
Democrats don't like it. They want to say tax increase. Yeah, look, honestly, you can meet them on their own turf,
Yeah.
and they have to justify why they don't want to give tax breaks.
I mean, Republicans like to talk about it, so let's use their term against them. And
Fight fire with fire.
yeah.
I think it's an excellent strategy. Well, look, obviously you need to be in a consulting firm somewhere, because whoever they're listening to isn't doing the job. Yeah, I think it'd be a great way to do it. To get on the Senate floor, call it a tax break.
I mean, just look at it. I mean, in the last tax break that they gave under Trump, what Koch brothers got? Somewhere around 1.4.
Yeah, 1.4 billion. Yeah,
1.4 billion. Just one family.
Yep, that's right. What was it? It was just one person or one family.
Well, it says Koch brothers. So,
Okay, okay. I
so
see.
they I guess Koch Industries.
Industries,
you
I
can
see.
say, and they got 1.4 billion tax
Again,
break.
They did nothing to earn this money.
No,
It's
they
just
didn't do
free money.
anything.
Okay.
And our friend in Nevada,
Sheldon Adelson.
yes.
Yeah.
What did he get? 560
Yeah,
billions?
half a
Not
billion.
millions, sorry, not
Yeah.
460. Yeah, I mean, although he would take it.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Again, keeping them very comfortable.
Very, very comfortable. I mean, these are the just two people. So, and if you just, what was it, like $1.4 trillion tax break over 10 years?
Yeah. Yeah. It was massive. Yeah, that could have been spent somewhere else.
Yeah.
That could have been, there's a lot that could have been done with that money.
I mean, Congress could have done 2 stimulus bill and it still would have been under the 1.4 trillion.
Yeah, that's right. But, well, in all fairness, this wasn't happening back then.
No, this
pandemic.
China virus wasn't here at that time.
They didn't have that kind of foresight.
Oh, well, we have a new strain of that virus. So what are we going to call that?
It's got to be the
English virus now?
English virus, the British virus. You've heard of the English patient.
English
This is there's a reason why there's an English patient. There's an English virus now. So, yeah.
So it's already here. It's in Colorado. So
yeah, we'll see it very soon.
Yeah. So, but let's just to get back to the stimulus. That money could have come handy right now.
But it's directed towards the wrong people, and that's the problem they're having.
Yeah, I mean, right now it is. I mean, that this in the new stimulus bill, none of the money is going to the top 1%.
That was the first mistake that
Yeah.
Pelosi made in the House. It's got at least half should go to the top 1% somehow.
Yeah, I mean, you have to give something to the rich. I
Yeah.
mean, you can't. I mean, what do we expect? Do we expect them to live off of one yacht? I mean, come on. There are 6, 7 continents in the world.
Yeah, for
You
sure.
gotta have at least one yacht at every continent.
I think it's pretty selfish of us to believe that they only need one.
Yeah.
Because we're putting our own limitations on the rich, and we shouldn't do that.
Yeah.
They can have much more expanded horizons than we do.
I mean, what was it a couple of years ago? The conference at Davos.
Yeah.
Was it about environment?
Yeah. And they'll
And-
take like private jets.
I mean, all these people, they could have taken, a couple of
Commercial-
A380s
Yeah, you're right.
to get there.
I mean, they single-handedly created another hole in the ozone.
Yeah. And this was a conference about environment, and they took every single one of them that could take private jet, they did.
Yeah, I mean, you go there and you pay lip service, right?
Yeah.
Like you're a responsible steward of the environment. No, you're not. Of course not.
Just like Michael Dell said, word in the world that, these things have happened. So.
Yeah, he got owned on that panel, didn't he?
On camera.
That was a tax question.
Yeah.
Tax rate.
I mean, it's because they live in a bubble. They have no idea. I mean, just because it's coming out of their mouth, they think it's
should be
gospel.
accepted as gospel. Yeah, no one should question this. And then what was he, a professor? Is that what he was?
Yeah, I think he was a history professor.
MIT? Is it?
I don't think so. I think he was somewhere in Europe. I'm not sure, but I have to check on that.
Oh no, the other guy was the speaker was.
Oh, the speaker was.
Europe,
yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah, but yeah, it was funny to watch that. And, it's funny to speak truth to power. It's one of those situations that you can see, and it fills you with warm and fuzzies.
Yeah.
But